Oh, you do?
Good evening. Welcome to West Coast Live.
So cheery. Good job.
Better. Guns a-blazing, see? Tonight we have Spike and Garrett Reeve, winners in all the polls this year, basically.
Right.
Yeah. But yes, Spike got a win at the GSI in the 62 modified class, pro mods with Rags.
Yeah, what a great show, huh?
Rags, man, Rags. How many times you won with that truck?
A few.
A few, yeah.
Yeah. That one, I think we got that one dialed in pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. It looked like a rough ride though, but
yeah.
But
on them hard trucks, man, that are these hard tracks. It is hard to get that out of it. I don't think I have a smooth pass on a hooking track. It just hooks hard.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, she took off.
Yeah.
A little squirty at the end, but
yeah. I think the sled was sideways in the track at the end there.
Yeah. Sliding in the first.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Hell yeah. It was interesting, the difference in the tracks Friday night, Saturday night. The bigger horsepower motors struggled Friday night because they just couldn't get all the horsepower to the ground. Where Saturday night they could if they didn't bounce. And you luckily were able to drive out of that bounce, but man, the bounces were tough.
Yeah, what happened with that, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, my battery bracket came loose in the weight box, and the batteries came up and shorted out to the lid.
Your truck don't hop like that though.
No, I know, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Huh.
There was no load on me. I just got out too hard, I think.
Come on, you want to get in here, Jax?
But
come on. This guy right here, this guy's going to be a pulling machine when he's
yeah, he is. He's learning all about it right now, just like Garrett did. See?
Yeah.
That's going to be the that's going to be the rookie of the year 2034
right.
Garrett, tell us how you feel about that, man. Rookie of the year, your first year. Rookie of the year.
I was pretty
well deserved.
Well deserved.
Yeah, I was surprised that Brian gave that to me, but I was very appreciative.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool that he came up with that again. And it was truck pulling has opened my eyes a lot. I'm hooked. I love it.
You think?
Yeah, no kidding.
Now we got to wait months until it starts back up again, though.
Right. Yeah, that's the bad part. Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome to have you around, man. You're just a great person and a great competitor, and it's awesome.
Yeah, and at first when I was like, I wonder how these guys are going to treat me, if they're going to be mean or a little nasty, they'll say stuff here and there. But you guys made one big family, and I got in.
Oh yeah.
No, we love seeing the young kids get into it. I mean, like me with my daughter this year, getting her into it too. I mean, that's what we're here for, and it's been a family sport forever, and we love seeing the new generations continue on pulling. I mean, especially with you guys with all your generations pulling. We've got 4 in our family, so I mean, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Spike's first drive.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I was just telling my wife the story at Madera. I let this guy bring his bicycle there, and I remember in Grants Pass, I got hit by a car at the truck pool.
Right.
Ride to the hospital.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wasn't that when Tuckers were watching? I think Bonnie was talking about that.
Yeah.
She just jumped on.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Like, oh my gosh, they left Spike with us and you got hit by a car.
Spike Hero team.
What would we do without Kevin?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Heaven's heaven.
He's in
How about
heaven.
his daughter's voice this weekend? Man, that was
Oh
incredible.
man,
That was
amazing,
awesome.
amazing. Yeah,
She is amazing. Yeah, that's cool. Very
Awesome.
good. I could never do that, man. That's just crazy. Just
And
crazy.
Full Pool posted a picture because she wanted to practice Saturday afternoon,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she was out there practicing, and everybody was working track or out there working on their vehicles. All stopped, took their hats off, turned towards the flag, even during practice. And it was
awesome.
like, that's awesome.
That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
That is so cool.
No,
She's
that's good.
she's our future announcer, I think. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
So Garrett, tell us what's the main thing that you learned this year about pulling?
Well, I started learning a lot towards the last half. And the biggest thing I learned is as soon as you think you know what you're doing, you're screwed. You never know the track's always going to be different.
He's got it. Yeah.
As soon as you think this is what I got to do good, it's not what you.
Yeah.
Like gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you think you got it down, there you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So true. Yeah.
0 to 0 in one pass.
Yeah. Yep. Very true. Well, no, I mean, I'm sure, all of us have made the comments and stuff, Gary, but we're all super proud of you and the way that you handle that truck. And then on top of that,
Way better than
mainly
Grandpa,
it's,
by the way.
yeah, right. Yeah. On top of that, it's just the way you handle yourself, around all of us and stuff, as a 16-year-old kid. I mean, it's impressive. It's very interesting to talk to you. You're very grown up. You're very humble, and it's a pleasure seeing you.
So that hat stuff pop off.
Yeah, it's getting a little tight. Yeah, pop it up. No, man, that's good for you. And good, keep going, man. It's
Well,
awesome.
like I told Spike here not too long ago, we were talking at track. I said, you know what? Garrett is one of the most respectful young men I've ever met in my whole life. And I gotta say,
You better be,
kudos,
because I could still whoop his ass.
I don't know, man. He's pretty big.
but that says a lot right there.
Yeah,
You know,
it sure does.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dave says, congratulations. Well deserved. What's your most, Garrett, what's the most exciting pass you had this year at all?
I love Susanville. I still
Susanville?
watch it.
Yeah.
I still watch it to this day. It was just so smooth and fun, and it was a good time. And we were kind of going there not thinking it was going to be a very good track, and it wound up being very fun.
I got a question for all you guys. How many times you watch your pass after you're done?
a lot.
Man, the phones make it too easy, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. And especially the one that you feel good about, man. You watch that one over and over and over again. Yeah.
Especially when you go to a pool and you do horrible and you want to feel good, you just go back to that good one.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But I did this last time, see?
Yeah.
Like we usually had to wait until your mom got done with the VHS so that we could watch
Right.
it.
She still got all those fucking things.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
That's why I was always over there. We had to watch the video.
Right. So true.
Yeah. Yeah, phones made a big difference.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So Spike, which truck is easier to drive, Rags or Crash Control?
Hands down, Rags. I mean, I ain't even figured that other truck out yet. I don't know. It's that thing wants to come off the ground. I mean, that's one of the troubles my dad's having right now. And I was kind of thinking about it this week. Rags is heavy in the back. I think we're like 700-800 pounds in that ass end, and I know that's always been the theory, right? All the weight out in the nose, but makes you think when Rags has been back with the big boys back east and did fair. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but Rags for sure to answer your question.
Well, it seems like with Rags, you can drive through that bounce a whole lot easier than you can with the other ones, for some reason.
I feel like that you could do that in all the trucks. For some reason, I feel like traction. You gonna get that?
Hi, Davey.
Traction control. I don't know if it's the tilt body or what, but it tends to magnify everything a lot more. But
Right. Yeah. Don't give all your secrets away. Yeah.
Whatever.
No,
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that does explain a lot. I've been watching sort of the same thing. It seems like getting something balanced, however the vehicle wants it.
Yeah.
Once you find that balance point, then you can play with it a lot more.
You know what I meant to tell Brian is I don't know, on the new sled that we pulled, the hook, when they set the hook in, what started my bouncing is I could feel the hook like it caught an edge or something, or it was too big for the hole and started to roll as I was getting into the trailer or into the throttle, and it picked up some slack. So I felt that, and that's when I started surging. I think that's what created because it was a pretty good hop going down the track to begin with. I don't think it would have been that bad had they didn't pull slack out of the chain like that.
Well, I noticed that the trucks that took off like super smooth didn't have an issue, but anyway that got kind of aggressive, just even a little bit, they started hopping.
Right.
And with me, I noticed the pan was bouncing with me. You know, so
was it?
Well, I heard someone saying that they put weight in the front of the pan on that one and not on the blue one. I don't know if that's true or
The
not.
night before.
They changed
Yeah,
that.
Brad would know that.
We only put weight on the front of the pan for very specific classes. The 2-wheel drive trucks, and we did it on Brian's sled too. We put it right in the center, right on the nose of the sled.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that new sled might need a little weight on it too. I don't know, because I know
that new sled, and I'm probably going to be 100% wrong, but it's the pan's longer,
right,
and it's got a different setup underneath the way it rides. Both of those sleds are going to act completely different, and it's going to take a while to get used to which sled does what.
Right.
Because they are set up different, they run different, they act different on the track.
My truck.
I was noticing. Doug, you had a heck of a run going, man. You were hauling ass.
Axels left the chat.
Yeah, right. Jeez. What I was noticing too with the difference between the red and the blue sleds, the blue sled, it seemed like the box came up slower, and then when it topped out, they stopped fairly quick. With the red sled, it seemed like that box was flying. It was going up a whole lot faster, and then topped out, and then they drug it for a while. Yeah. And then the ass end of the sled was way off the ground on the red sled compared to the blue sled. I mean, both axles were off the ground.
They look like the same sled, but they're definitely set up different. It's going to take a little bit of adjustment and learning for everybody once they start hooking up to both sleds.
Right.
To me, it felt more like we've only pulled the other sled twice. It felt like Bumgart's sled to me with taking off and stuff. It felt the same as Bumgart's sled when we were in Illinois.
Yeah. You guys need bigger tractors. We didn't notice it at all.
Fair enough.
12,000 pounds really doesn't notice.
You guys on 2 wheels are different breeding.
Yeah, you guys are weird. Yeah.
Well, also too, Spike, you came home with the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly did not know that until my dad gave me a call. So, and then Dave called and congratulated me as well. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Yeah, you're both first and third, but because of your pass Saturday night, you clinched it.
Yeah.
At the distance. So nice.
Super cool. That was a great event, and that thing just keeps getting better every year.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to praise the Mercedes because that is a lot of work. I've watched my dad do that over the years and just was like, that is nothing I ever want to be.
No.
Don't blame you. Yeah, you guys had some awesome events there in Clements too. That was good times.
That was fun.
It's a tight venue, but that's a pretty good one too. Good place to have a pool.
It is. Yeah, that was
That
neat.
one would be perfect the Saturday before Winnemucca.
Yeah.
Oh, Fallon, yeah. Yeah, we're hoping. We're hoping to make that happen, Davey.
Hit Winnemucca or hit Fallon, then go Winnemucca, and then come home. That'd be perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We like it. Anything in Nevada over here, we like it.
Well, Spike, which one was your favorite one this year?
I don't know. It's kind of like in the past. I laid down this weekend, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
Madera.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that one. I wasn't too happy with my pass the first night. Felt like the track on that side wasn't as consistent. And I tried to start at one side of the track and move to the other, but I was noticing that felt like the right side of the truck was hooking and the left side was not. So it was kind of pulling me towards the line. So I was steering radically towards the left more than I wanted to. So I think that kind of affected, whatever kind of power you put in the wheels and how you're hooking and all that.
Yeah.
Just tell this guy the problem with it. Tell this guy.
Not promo.
I'm not gonna say shit. I feel like the tracks we're pulling on have been better than they ever have been. So pretty fortunate.
Exactly.
I heard all of it. Don't worry.
The left side wasn't quite as consistent as the other side now, John. Come on.
I didn't say that, John.
You're always going to have somebody,
Yeah.
You'd rather it be us than somebody else.
Every year gits better and better. That's
Oh,
definitely. That's definite. And this year having the new sled, and it's something we're all going to have to learn, and it gives us an opportunity to take it out one time this year, and start gaining data. It's just gonna, what's the best word? Just gonna make it fun. Trying to learn, getting data on it, and it's
More to take into
it's gonna be a
consideration.
good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, then you're going to have a whole new set of notes because,
Yep.
it's a little different way it hooks you up for your truck. So that's a good thing. It gives us some more to think about,
Yeah.
Kimmy's trying to get Chris some brownie points.
No kidding. Wow.
I thank them all the time. Give me a break. Kidding me? I've seen those guys turn a pile of junk into something, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Minefields, and he makes it into a pulling track, and a good one. It's pretty awesome.
It was really good down there, 300 feet there. Just letting you
Yeah.
know.
If I would have got there, it probably would have been.
Don, you didn't quite make it much past 300. I can tell you what it's like, though.
100.
Oh, there it is.
What was that like, Brad? Just to go right on past that red tractor. I mean, that must have
It,
felt
it was fun, and I
Yeah.
will say that, but it's even better knowing what we both go through to get all those tractors
oh,
as
yeah.
many places as we do.
Right.
I mean, it's yes, we're competitors,
Yeah.
but we're friends way more than that.
Oh yeah.
And the ribbing that we give each other after every pull, I rib him, he ribs me, but it's still, I get to watch the tractors that I work on going down the track,
Yeah.
and he gets to watch the tractors that he teaches me how to drive
Yeah.
go down the track.
Well, you guys
Well, I
should
do-
know where the good spots are in the track.
Right?
I do gotta say, in that whole situation, if it wasn't for John, Brad would have never made that second pass.
You're right. You're absolutely
Because
right.
you were already saying, "Screw it, I'm out."
Well, I had no idea what was going on.
Oh,
And sitting in the seat behind the engine, I can't really tell what's going on with it as well as I can standing next to it.
Yep.
And getting the eyes on the side and having somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong and how I'm doing it. That's, and that's a perfect example of what I was talking about is, I was there, I was going after his run, And he came up there and told me what I needed to do and how I needed to get it to make sure that I had every chance in the world to run out and give it the best chance to beat him.
Nice.
It just happened to work out that way.
Yeah.
Yep, that's cool.
And truthfully, that's one of the cool things about doing what we do is that everybody, whether it's a pro mod class or our tractor class or two-wheel drive class, everybody is there to make sure that everybody has an equal chance.
Yeah. I just noticed John Boy when he put his below his name.
Not
Pro. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, we had him going that night. Oh, that poor guy. Poor Mayfield.
I got video of that whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking in cursive and almost calligraphy by the time
Yes,
he
he
got
was. Yes, he was.
We had Country Mod guy. We had him all tied up.
God. Yeah.
Go Pro Mod.
Going pro mod, yeah.
Spend the money. Wife don't care. You'll be fine.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome.
You guys are getting me divorced. I'm like,
well, Brad, what was your thoughts? The first night, you made a hell of a turn and still put it on John Boy. I mean, what was your thoughts going through your head as you were seeing that white line come quick?
Well, I can't get my leg up to push on the frickin' brake. So I had to let out of the throttle and get the tires back on the ground to where it would turn. And I made a conscious choice that when I got it lit and I got it headed in the right direction, no matter what I did or what happened, I wasn't letting out until the sled stopped me or it blew itself apart. Yeah, I've made that mistake a couple of times and it's bit me in the ass, and I finally made it or with the help of everybody else, it finally held itself together, and I wasn't letting out until it was done.
Right. That's awesome.
and it's all held together. You're good still?
Yeah.
Good.
I drove it off the trailer this morning and parked it.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Nice.
White Claw's back for good now.
Well, I hope so.
That's awesome.
We do got a couple, pictures here that I did load.
That's a good
I
one.
like that
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's an awesome picture.
one.
that's a great picture. Except for that guy in the back on the right. I don't know about it.
Photo bomb.
Photo bomb Bob.
Photo bomb Bob.
That's all right.
No, that's cool, man. That's a good picture.
Yeah, it is. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome stuff, guys.
Well, Jason Schultz knows how to put you on the spot.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
There's amigos right there.
There you go.
Yep. There's
Oh,
the
yeah.
amigos. They are happy.
Yeah.
Especially Brad right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was after everything was finally done and we could take a breath and we knew that there wasn't another thing going down the track. It was over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only do these guys build the track, they also organize. They keep people going. They tell you who's up next. They keep through the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
They don't squirrel and go somewhere and do something else. They're there through the whole thing.
That was touch and go the second night.
You guys did great.
I think it also helps you guys out too whenever you guys go early in the show, like you guys did at GSI. Because I know, like John and I had talked about, like when we're in Lakeport, when you guys are 3/4 of the way through the show, not only are you guys trying to help put on the show, then you got to worry about the tractors, and then that one of them takes a back seat to the other. So when you guys can come out first of the show, early in the show like that, and it also, the way you guys take off, stand up, blow smoke, everything else, it also gets the attention of the crowd too.
Mhm.
Yeah. And sort of picks up the goings of the show. It sort of
It
gets
gets the
the
crowd.
theme going, gets the crowd into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wheels up in the air and black smoke.
Yeah. The only time our class does that is when we're bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
Like,
Or shooting flames or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys put on a hell of a show. a
We
couple
are
times.
entertainers, right? So I'm just entertaining.
Shooting planes, that's what we call shooting ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. It's par for the course for the industry.
No.
Par for the
I-
course.
Some friends and told me know this, but did you know they boo when you guys fail to go anywhere or bounce really hard?
Hey, boo?
They boo?
I never heard one boo.
Oh, you suck or something. I don't know.
Oh, they used to say Ford or something like that. You know, Ford or that's a Chevy or whatever.
Yeah.
Dodge or whatever it is, it breaks. Yeah. Yeah, that's just the guy's been at the beer garden way too long, but
Right. Yeah.
We did hear that once this year, and it wasn't any of these shows. It was when Chris and I went to Elko.
yeah,
We heard it one time.
yeah, that was pretty bad. But still fun.
The key is you got to keep them going fast enough. It drowns out the noise, and you never hear them.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right, Davey. Keep the fans excited.
You know, on that comment, the Friday or Saturday night, all those college kids dressed up in those costumes. That was freaking hilarious. And the crowd was into that. They loved that. It was awesome. And when they're racing and tackling each other, good grief.
Oh, geez. That was all the Cal Poly kids, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was awesome. They did a great job.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to have horse races there in the middle, but
Yeah.
that didn't happen.
Man, when the Kool-Aid man went down when he was running by himself and almost hit his head on the wall, it's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I saw them getting ready out in the pits. I'm like, uh-oh, what are they going to do now?
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
But
Funny
no, that event with the way the pits are set up and with everything set up like it is, it goes off. I know it's a lot of work you and Brad and John and Brian and the whole Macetti family puts on, but on a spectator side or on a competitor side of it, it goes very well. And I think this year, the way you guys set it up for getting onto the track and getting staged worked excellent.
Yep.
Not having that K-rail in there helped big time too, you know?
Yeah.
Well, not only that, it was, scaling as classes, coming across the scales as classes, and getting staged out there like we did. It alleviated the mass confusion of, I need to get in front of that vehicle that's not even in my class just to get to the track.
Right.
It alleviated all that.
Yeah.
It was less stressful going into the event.
Yeah.
For sure.
It helps being that it was an invitational. Everybody who was there knew what they were doing,
Right.
knew how to work together
Yeah.
with each other.
Yeah.
And we, for the most part, we had no issues one way or the other.
Mhm.
Everybody was there for a purpose, and everybody knew what they were doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could you guys imagine how much different that show would have been if Kamala Harris won?
Oh,
I think that helped out. I think that helped out the whole.
big time. Big
I don't
time.
know. Don't you have homework to do or something?
Nobody could afford to go.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's awesome.
That was awesome. Good job, man.
I can't even think of anything to say on that one.
Rick's been waiting all night long. He's been waiting 28 minutes to use that line. And he finally got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I love
Yes, he has.
it.
Yep. And you guys got more questions for Spike and Garrett? I heard Garrett. I heard you guys are putting a new motor in that truck, and
Well, that one has quite a few runs on it now, so it's tired. So our plan was
Like 45?
it has like almost 40 runs on it. So we're planning,
wow.
and I forget what the recommend is, but it has too much, so we're gonna put a new one in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
dang,
yeah, we'll be doing that pretty soon.
cool.
I heard on the valve covers it's going to say duck killer right across the.
Oh, gee, it already did that. You don't need that. He needs rags killer on there is what he needs.
Yeah, right.
It wouldn't be true. So we won't do it.
You better get that extra 80 horsepower like Grandpa got with his motor.
See,
I think we'll leave the same one. I think we'll leave the same one in there for next year.
Yeah. Yeah, you think so? Spike is scared.
Like, gotta order them gold valve
That's
cover.
awesome.
Jump on
It's
them.
gotta got you livened up a little bit too, Spike, about in this pulling stuff again, having him do so well, and you know,
That's cool.
your son. It's
I'm
cool,
pretty
huh?
quiet guy, but it's pretty cool to see him come down the track. And I'll tell you what, I mean, he's my kid. I'm proud of him and all that. He knows it, but to see how hard he works for it, you know, a lot of people don't see all the behind the scenes. This guy's a pretty hard worker, you know, especially I have a lot of friends and they all have kids. And looking at my kid, he makes me really proud because everybody sees it every day. There's a lot of people in this world that don't have kids that know work ethic and what it takes to accomplish your goals and dreams and all that stuff. And this guy's going to do it no matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's school, truck pulling, work, whatever it's going to be. He's all in. So he deserves it.
Yeah, 100%.
Well
Yeah,
said.
that starts at the top down, Spike. I mean, he learned it from you guys.
I'm just kidding.
Get him in there, Chris.
Yeah, oh, man, one of the singers.
God, that's like the laziest guy I know these days. Unless it's truck pulling. In truck pulling, we get motivated, but we start talking about work and shit. All of a sudden, where's Don Revat? What happened?
He knows you have it handled, Spike.
He's gone.
You guys have it handled.
No, I know he does.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Kimmy's got a question for you, Garrett.
Yes, yeah, I would. Well, first of all, we went to the Believe Pulling Sled in Weiser, Idaho. That's fun. I'd like to do that every year if we could. But I would like to do the Pullers Championship one day. Try and get voted into that when they have the class again. That would be cool to go to.
Heck yeah.
That was but that's only the real big pool that I've been to. I never went to Bowling Green or anything, so that was a big deal for me when I went there. It was so different. It was really cool. Opens your eyes up to a lot of things, and just seeing when they have the different piles of clay and dirt and this, they could add whatever they want in the chemical and whole day. I never seen anything like that.
Right.
Yeah. No,
I mean, over here, I thought pulling was big over here. You go back over there, and it's a whole new deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And meeting more people, that's really cool. When I went and met Terry Hagedorn and Jason Brammer and even Jason Schultz and all those guys, that was cool. You know, you see these guys online and everything, and getting to meet them in person was a lot cooler.
Right.
It was. Yep.
Lazy is so cool.
Lazy is the new cool.
I was waiting for that.
That's funny. Yeah, that's what's nice about back there. They have venues, and that's just what they're for. You know, it's just pulling it. We don't have that luxury out here. We got to just do it wherever we can. You know,
which Brian has gotten pretty good at.
Yep.
We got a lot of cool events. I mean, you asked me what my favorite one was earlier, and obviously, you know, I'm pretty partial to Brian's pool these days. It's pretty good. It's getting better every year, like you said. Yeah. But like Willits and whatnot, that one's an oldie and goodie. You know, that's a great track and a great venue and a great crowd.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. And we get a variety of no track is the same. You know, they're all a little bit different, and we all got to have you know our thinking caps on at each one. So it's kind of cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not just throw the same gear in it and go. It's you got to think. You know.
Right. Yeah.
The tractor guys probably don't have to do that, but
we got one.
We got big boy gear and go.
Yeah,
right. one gear, one hair dryer, and go.
Yeah. Yep.
I heard you guys are going to cut tires next year, maybe, huh?
No.
No.
Two turbos.
Careful. Is that what you said?
No, I said we should go to two turbos.
Two turbos.
2 turbos.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Some of us only have 6 cylinders in a line. We don't have 4 on each side.
Yeah. It's great when there's 8, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Jason?
Yes, sir.
Great when there's 8.
Right. Yeah.
Especially on alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
No, that was a fun time. I'm glad we came down and just to be a part of it. It's just that's pretty neat. Pretty neat.
Yeah. So, Jason, what was your favorite track this year? Was it the MLM in Willits, or did you have a better one up north?
I think my favorite time I had with that Willits and Lakeport, that was probably the best time I had this year. That was a lot of fun. And just and the convoy down the freeway and
that was awesome.
And then to pull into indoor pits, it's like, what? I've never been there before, you know.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that was great.
Indoors before, but I'd never been to indoor pits. So yeah. No, that was probably my most fun. The most fun. That's for sure. That's for sure.
That was a good track too. Lakeport, a good track.
Lakeport was fun, and that looks like it's going to grow every year. The crowd seems pretty ecstatic.
Yeah.
Well, I sure hope that happens that Willits and Lakeport, because we've got several other guys from up here that would love to come down. So
Who was the new tractor that was in?
what's
Who
that?
was the new tractor that was down there? The red and blue one.
Portuguese tractor.
Yeah.
He's out of Turlock. That's all I know. I don't know who it is.
That's the Kane trucking guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I spoke with him. Super nice guy.
Oh yeah, no, he was a great guy. I sat over there and talked to him for a
Dude,
while.
Davey.
They're really,
Nice
really
That
nice
tractor-
people, really good people.
That tractor was Corzines. It was one of the Corzines. Oh God, what do they call them tractors? Burn notice or something.
Oh,
It was a 3-engine mod, and it still is set up for 3 engines. He just put 2 on it.
oh,
But
gotcha.
yeah, he went back there to pick up some parts for somebody else and ended up buying the damn tractor.
Yeah, he says first he's never done it before. I was talking to him like I think Friday night. He's never done anything before. First time putting it together. First time driving. Like holy crap.
Yep.
So,
Yep. And lost the motor, so he already knows
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he blew a motor on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Right. Sullivan's busy again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second degree burn. Yeah, that was the name of the tractor.
It was pretty cool meeting those New York boys this week, and then
Yeah.
boy, that was a pretty cool guy to sit and talk to, and watching the way they operate was cool, and they looked good going down the track. That's for sure.
Oh boy.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susanville was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, of course it was. It kicked our ass. It's always a good time when you win.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good time. Anyway.
Well, you know, like up here, our modified tractors, 4-engine, 3-engine tractors, or whatever, are all run just exhibition because we don't have a class for them. We only have 1 or 2. You know, so they run butterflies partially down. I mean, it's still amazing to watch, but you know, butterflies partially down, and a lot of them are older. You know, they don't have the big blowers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Standing on that track, and especially was it Saturday night or Friday night when they're on the far side, and you're standing with a track between us, and you can still feel it in your chest when they're going down, and I mean, earplugs in, rattling your ears. It's unfreaking real to have them working those tractors that hard, because like I say, we don't see that up here, you know. So that was super impressive.
Evidently, I didn't get one.
So,
Yeah, they definitely put on a show there. For
God, they run them hard.
all of them.
Yeah.
I'd say awesome.
Yep. And you know, and Gary from going down there and having basically the smallest horsepower, if you will, and you know, he did pretty dang good on Saturday night. He was right in the middle of the pack. Very
Yeah, he
awesome.
did. Yeah, he did. Warwagon did damn good.
Yeah, did really well. Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, Brisky was what, 2 feet away from getting.
No, 6 feet away from the lead and 1.5 inches from
Inch and a half.
1.5 inches from Rose.
Wow. See, and he's underpowered too. He don't have. They're just 540s with the little blowers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was flat out hooked up though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had the horse.
Did,
Jared was on a hook.
Yeah.
did they hold together?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Everything's in one piece.
Mhm.
Good deal.
They the first night was just a FUPAR.
Yeah, well, oil line came off and it sprayed across his helmet.
Well, the burn down tube came
Burn down.
off of number 2, came out of the holder and whipped straight back and went across his face and sent oil everywhere. So he thought he had a problem and hit the kills. So that's what ended up happening the first night. And there was oil everywhere.
I bet. Except in the pan.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, that tractor every time he runs gets oil everywhere, but that was just extra.
Nice.
But no, Jason, you're right. You know, when you can finally get a track to where you have the multis out there and they can hook and put down a good pass, I mean, and they're wide open, they're not having to feather it. It's a total different show.
Yep. There was some awesome hooks, but Brant's hook Saturday night when he took off, I mean, it was a little on the high side, but I mean, he pulled that truck up and held it for 343 feet. And that truck, I mean, I think it came partially down once and it's like, holy crap. That was freaking wicked, man. That was badass to watch.
Yeah, they know how to set up a two-wheeler, that's for sure.
Holy crap. That was fun to see. That is wow.
His dad's won national championships, everything too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it shows. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait for that class to grow.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I love that class. Yeah.
Yeah. Two-wheelers are.
Well, Preston did ask anybody building any new toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know of one being built right now.
A two-wheeler?
No, single engine mod.
Oh.
But
What about you, Spike? You guys building anything else?
Don't get my dad going. Yeah, no, the wheels are turning all the time. Yeah.
I would like those kids, man.
I would like to have one of them diesels, one of Everett or his dad's class, but
yeah,
man, I ain't got no time to get into that right now.
Yeah. Gary's going to spend money.
Oh, Gary, right on.
That's awesome.
Katie, two-wheelers this year.
Good. Bring it back. Let's go.
Yep.
yeah, I think it's actually gonna be a class that's gonna start picking up headway here pretty shortly.
They got a two-wheeler up there too. They didn't bring, but they had a show this weekend. So
yeah,
Cheap Shot Reloaded. Okay.
I think my daughter will do it before my wife. My wife's not interested.
No Stacey, huh? Dang.
No, I don't think so.
I can see, your daughter for sure.
She looks at how I go down the track, and there's no way she wants to get in that thing.
Right.
Spillman have to build a whole bunch of extensions for Jonna to be able to drive the track.
She can't reach the pedals.
Yeah.
Hey, we can fix that.
Yeah, I think Julie would do it. We'd have to do a lot of convincing, but I think she'd do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, my family drives my truck. They don't want to have to do the tractor, but every one of them jumps in and out of the pickup whenever it makes an appearance.
Hey, not all your family will drive the pickup. There's one family member that'll drive your tractor.
Well, he's not family member yet, but he's close.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's close.
That's awesome.
You know John would do that. Well, Kimmy's already drove baby, so I just got to get her back in it someday. But,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
but Wild Bill. Yep. Wild Bill. Yep. Maybe I'd build him another tractor, see?
There you go.
Well, I know. Well, John, when's yours going to come out?
Oh, soon.
Soon.
You lie.
Is that just so you can put another one in there?
something like that.
It's just going to come outside and go back in? Or what?
Yeah.
Gotta blow the dust off.
Oh, dang.
No, we've been a little busy at work, which is good. And now we got a new president. So last time we had Trump elected, my business doubled overnight.
Nice.
We're gonna just see how this goes. We might be a little busy.
Yeah.
So, but we'll take it.
Heck yeah.
I made some progress this year. I'm done making guesses, but it'll come out eventually.
Wintertime project.
It's
I
coming
can't wait
out
to see
work
it,
on
man.
the Oliver.
It's a piece of work. It's a really nice piece of work, man.
With like 8 million parts laying on the table behind me. That's how they're still on the table. So,
They were there like a year ago, too. What happened? Work gets in the way of pulling, you know?
But he got his fancy foot pedals done. His fancy foot pedals are done.
Nice.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Wow.
it actually has a hood on it, so it looks a lot more like a tractor right now.
That's good.
Good deal. Wait, Brent's just leaving.
Well, we got one more coming in here. We got a surprise guest to come say hi. We want to pick his brain what he thought on GSI this year.
Hey, what's going
Oh,
on?
there he is.
Legend.
Man, that's a bright old light on there. Anyway. Hey, how's it going, man?
It's all the gray. It's all the gray.
Good
Yeah.
job, Spike.
Good to see you.
Good job, Spike.
How you doing?
On 'em. Well, I actually laid a couple of them, but get that ring. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Garrett, hey, you're always good, no matter what you do. So, no, it was a good show. Awesome show.
Yeah.
That's one of the best. Like I talked to the Mercedes about, probably since the 80s. That's probably one of the biggest shows I've been to.
Yeah.
So it was awesome.
That's high standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys keep setting the bar higher and higher, and I don't know what you're going to do, but they never cease to amaze me. So
Yeah.
That's good, Donnie.
Yep.
My dad's full of shit. Don't get Brant started. Brant's been trying to send me a two-wheeler for 2 months now.
Brad was supposed to be on tonight, too. You're lucky.
Yeah, thank God he didn't see that.
I screenshot that and sent it to him.
Yeah.
We can't either.
No.
Well, Ron, we need that twin engine 4-wheel drive out there.
Yes.
I know. I'm going to do something about that here one of
Man,
these
that would be
days.
cool.
We're all going to keep harassing you until it happens. You know that, right?
At least
I'd be getting a little pressure. A little
just
pressure.
display, just to display it. People remember that truck.
Some of us are old enough to remember when it ran the last time, so we need to see it again.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
There you go.
I agree.
And some of us
You want to
don't,
talk
we just don't
about-
need to see it.
You want to talk about a crowd draw for an opening hook? It just hooked the Falcon up the first hook, and that
Right.
really get the crowd to come running.
I don't know
Right.
about that.
Oh, boy.
I
Put
don't
that
know,
light
hey, there
brake.
was some pretty good equipment there, man. I tell you,
Oh, yeah.
that's for sure. That was some nice stuff.
It started from your good equipment, though. I mean, you had good equipment, and people just followed. Right.
Wow, I'd be me showing up with that thing would be like going to an IndyCar race with a 20-year-old car.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a great time.
That's
Yeah,
that's one thing. That's one thing. The legend down there, on Mr. Ron, he's driven just about every style pulling vehicle on the track.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everything from multi-engines to two-wheelers to super mods, the mods. I mean,
I never messed with no diesels though.
no
Especially
diesel.
diesel tractors, man. Those things are crazy.
There
We
you
can
go.
fix that.
Got a couple decent guys on tonight.
4, 5, 6 engine tractors, but with alcohol before I do them. Them diesels, they're pretty wild.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
No
Amazing
doubt
what they
about
can
it, man. There's some serious pressure on them boogers.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, John Boy has had quite a few different drivers on his tractor. He might let you drive that thing.
And that's all right.
That's right.
They're built as trainers, and they do a pretty good job.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I think John Boy's got more than his fair share of people hooked on them tractors.
Yeah. Oh, they're pretty awesome.
They're fun to ride, that's for sure.
Yeah, I pulled it the first time in Denair, and as soon as I got off that tractor, I couldn't get the helmet off. The smile was so big I couldn't get the freaking helmet off.
I remember that.
After I got off of it, there was no way I was getting back in anything with a windshield again.
About like Garrett when he first rode triple throwdown, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Garrett, get your helmet off, smiling. So awesome. Well, Brad, congratulations on your ring too, man. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
You got John Boy got home. He didn't have any anymore. So he's on mute.
Like I said, I'm going to give him as much credit for it as anybody else.
Yeah.
It's definitely a team effort.
Yeah, for sure. You guys do an awesome job.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Well, we got one other award winner from the weekend too. And this is very well deserved.
No.
Oh yeah, look at there.
There we go.
Oh man, you guys got me good there.
That's awesome.
I had no idea.
And
Thank
Chris,
you.
the puller of the year, Garrett, the rookie of the year. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better year.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was fun.
I think
Went by too fast though.
Huh?
Yeah, it went too
Went by
fast.
way too fast though.
I know.
Yeah.
It really did.
I think there's what three of those puller of the years on this call.
Oh yeah.
I think I would say that Chris is by far the best ambassador to the sport.
Oh, thanks, Brad. I appreciate that.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
John Boy got one too. Woo!
Mine sits on the counter over here.
Yours
That's
too.
awesome.
Wow.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justin.
Yep, for sure.
So rumor had Justin might be driving that red sled, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Right on.
He drove it the second night, didn't he? He drove second night.
Part of the night.
Yeah. Right on. How cool. He's a good guy. He's funny too. Believe it or not, he's pretty funny.
Justin, Chris is saying you're funny looking.
If you know, no, I did not say that. I just said it's funny all the way
Remember
around.
that for 2025.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. He's funny for a diesel guy, right?
Well, he's retiring from diesels. He's going in the sled now. So
There you go.
the other
You
side.
don't have the hair dryers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ron, what was one of the highlights you saw from the weekend down there?
You know, man, there was so much stuff going on. You know, like I said, that pass that Spike made, that was pretty impressive. That was probably one of the highlights right there. I mean, those big tractors, you know, they always put on a good show.
Yeah.
First night they got stuck a little bit, but you know, second night they blew it out there, and it put on a good show.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
like I said, those diesel tractors, man, those suckers, man, they put on a good show.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, those things. Well, anyway, it's they're not. I know they're not out of control, but it just puts on a good show.
Yeah.
You know, with
It's
them flying
seen-
in the air and doing what they're doing, man. It's just, you know, it's wild looking, and that's what you need. That's what it's got to be. You know, that's what people want to see. So
They just kill a lot of mosquitoes. All they do.
Well, you look at it too. The diesel class has grown so substantially over the years, and you think back to the late '80s, early '90s when they're first starting with Varmint and Money Pit and all those. You sat there, especially at Money Pit. Is it going to run? You know.
Yeah. How about Plum Crazy? Remember that one, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard
That
Plum
thing-
Oh,
Crazy.
the super mod. Yeah.
I think it only ran like 20% of the time.
Right.
That was all good equipment, and the 2-wheel drives. You know, I'm a little partial to 2-wheel drive class too, and
Picture of that truck.
you know, they had some nice ones there. That's for sure. You know, they put on a pretty good show.
Yep.
That one, I'm horrible with names, but that one black truck, man, he laid one down.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Brant. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was awesome.
Oh,
All their equipment was awesome. I mean, geez.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we used to have a really huge class out here with, you know, Shipman and Marsons and
Yep.
everybody. You know, that class was one of the biggest classes we had in the early late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a ton of them back then. Yeah.
Yeah, we had 10 or 12. We had 10 or 12 hard hitters back then that, you know, and they were always there.
Yeah.
And you never knew which way it was going to go. You know, there was some good stuff there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's the way it is now in our class. We just never know.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
class this year has
Yeah.
been one of those classes where it's been hard hitting all season. You just didn't know who was going to come out on top, except for
Yeah.
Garrett. Garrett,
Yeah,
was-
you had a pretty good guess which last name was going to end up.
It was good. Yeah, well, they get 4 shots at it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's a class.
and
That's a
usually
class.
it was a G Reeves that would take it out the game.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Unless Rag showed up and then everybody was quaking in their boots for the most part.
Right.
That's right.
You have to get in Spike's head a little bit.
Yeah.
He tries. Now I reverse that. I get in his head a little bit.
Yeah.
I could rattle him up pretty good, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of being a dad.
If you don't let me win, huh?
Yeah.
Told you that that day that we talked about at Spike, that chore list that we had, depending on how he ran, that
Oh,
chore
yeah.
list keeps getting a little
Oh, yeah.
longer.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, he don't have much to do this week.
Yeah, I still think it's pretty funny when Donnie says Spike won't even let him drive the truck. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Spike basically took it away from him. Good job, Spike. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, Donnie said you gave him the truck and now he won't give it back.
Yeah. Hey, I don't blame him.
No, not at all.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. That's awesome.
So Brad, when are you gonna decide to get into a pro mod?
No.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely
You just hear
not.
him talking about tractors. There's no way he said no more windshields.
If I got to close the door on something, then I think I might get claustrophobic now. No, I can't even tell you the last time I got in my little street modified truck. I mean, I drive it around the yard and make sure it's ready to go, but I couldn't tell you the last time I slammed the door and got in one.
Well, the nice thing about having doors and windows is if you do bad, you kind of hide. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you don't really know who's driving.
And get up out of there fast.
Yeah. So that's
Except for Chris, we can tell he's driving.
Well,
Yeah.
I just keep getting reminded I can't throw my helmet anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
When the helmet goes further than the tractor, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
it was
or when you run
frustrating.
your helmet over.
Yeah, no, that's not good either.
That,
See,
that's what was so gratifying about seeing you do so well this weekend is that I've seen you struggle the last 4 or 5 years with that damn thing, and now to have it get down the track good, you know,
Oh yeah.
and hold together, it's rewarding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rewarding to see.
Sure.
Well, see, Brad, that's the nice thing about having cabs and windshields. Is you can throw the helmet around it, just bounce around inside the cab.
Come back and hit you.
Yeah. My helmet's got some dings in it. And it's not from hitting anything. It's from bouncing around inside the cab. It was bad.
Yep.
Dude, I thought Jason was gonna say the nice thing about having a cab is you don't see your hand come off the throttle.
Yeah. We've all done it.
Been there, done that. I know that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Well, Ron did some chirpies. I remember once with the
What's
tractor.
that?
Didn't you do some chirpies with the tractor once? Knocked the sled and dang near broke your back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I tell you what, that between the truck and the tractor, man, I hit all kinds of stuff. They used to,
Including yourself.
yeah, well, that's true. That's a whole different story. But like I always say, it broke me once, but I got to break it a whole bunch of times. So
Yeah.
I still think it's ahead.
Yeah. That's funny.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Well, looking forward to next year, that's for sure.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yep.
In fact, we might have a couple of different venues too to go to, so that would be awesome too.
That'd be sweet. Yeah.
Special event.
Oh, hi, Stephen Gale. Yeah.
Farmer's Toy.
Mhm.
Good people.
Yeah.
Good people right there.
Steve and Gale are very good people.
Yep.
So,
Very good.
yeah, I mean, there's another one in the books. It was a great event. It was from start to finish, from Thursday to Saturday, Sunday it was a great event and flawless.
Yeah. It was
From May to November,
Yeah.
and we'll do it again.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
For sure.
Anybody
So-
going to farm show? Anybody going to farm show in February?
Probably
Probably.
a bunch of you too.
Probably.
Mountain. If they get a bunch of snow up there, I'm not coming.
February they will have snow.
So it's on the road. If it's not on the road, I'm good.
Yeah.
The duck
Alright.
can't get over the hill.
It's supposed to be at a different venue too, so it's right actually at the farm show
Yeah.
in Tulare. So they supposedly they hauled in some clay. They have nice bleachers there, and
It's a very, very nice, specific built facility, hopefully.
Cool.
Gary's coming.
going right coming down from Washington. So
Yeah.
There's
Snow
one.
and all.
there's one.
Yeah.
Well, and that's another thing too. You know, Gary's saying he's coming down for that one. Is I've talked to a lot of people, and especially if we had the Willits Lakeport back to back again,
Oh yeah.
you're gonna see a lot of vehicles coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 2 days. Nice for them to come down.
Yeah.
Even though farm show's only 1 day, but
Yeah.
it's just the
But we get those 2-day events like that. It gives everybody a chance to come down and gives them.
Yeah.
I always enjoy the 2-day pools like that.
Yep.
Everybody can stay and get together and not have to race home, and you can stay and sit around BS and have a little fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I know Gish and Boar, they had a little fun.
No. That damn Kevin Massetti that got me on Friday night. Holy hell.
You shotgun and beers.
Uncle Kevin. No, I mean, he didn't get me doing that, thank God, because I'd have been sick. Rick and Uncle Kevin, man.
Well, something was up whenever you're sitting in camp and you see a firework go off in the middle of town.
I heard about that.
In the middle of town?
Yeah.
That's what you get for
Yeah,
going
out
to
the
bed
back of the
early.
truck.
Chuck.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
I had a rough ride. Sorry.
I really don't know how you slept with everybody outside your window.
I didn't. We did.
But-
Right. We did.
We're
It wasn't
sitting.
everybody. It was a damn guy that brought the speaker, John.
I had a lot of complaining about that speaker.
Yeah, I say now you're starting to sound like a couple other people. Yeah.
You can move over by Gary, I guess, if I want quiet now.
That speaker did not leave my camp till 4 a.m.
Yeah, I know. I still haven't got up on my sleep. You can see. Beauty sleep.
But no, I want to extend out, a thank you to you guys coming on tonight. Thank you, John and Brad, for putting us on an excellent
Yeah.
track this weekend. You guys did a hell of a job.
Throughout the whole season.
Especially the crews, keeping it maintained.
Yeah.
It was like a a symphony out there of equipment. Going
It was
back,
pretty cool to watch. Yep.
Yeah.
you know.
You got them trained, John boy.
That was pretty organized, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he talking?
What was that, John?
Those kids that help us should get all the credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you organize them. You show them what to do.
I mostly yell.
Whatever it takes.
They did a great job.
There and said, man, those guys, you know, everybody knows their job and gets it done. And I was watching the No Practice podcast before I came on here, and they were California really gets it done in a hurry, and they couldn't believe how fast we go through everything. So I think that's pretty.
Yeah, they were 2.5 and 3 hour shows, and we pumped 70 something rigs through in that amount of time.
That's awesome.
So those boys in that equipment keeping that track done, they were doing a good job. They really
were working
worked their butts off.
And they're super quick at it, man. It was really, it was impressive. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, those skid steers with that deal they had on them, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that same thing.
That cleaned them up pretty good and fast. I mean, they moved dirt around, and they weren't messing around. They were on it.
Yeah.
And they were getting it back in the holes where it needed to go.
Yeah.
And getting it packed back in.
Yep. And then them rollers were right on it. Yeah, that was great.
And it went back pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Some of that material just doesn't want to go back, but that actually went back pretty good.
When you get the tail end of the track to smooth back out and get it packed in there, and you don't hit somebody else's holes or come bouncing through somebody else's holes, that's really good on the really good track.
Yeah.
Without chemicals.
Right.
Because out east they use chemicals to keep their tracks the same, you know. We don't do that. Just water and go, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are organic.
A lot of organic.
It's California. They have to be.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's the way.
I don't know.
That could be dangerous.
Right.
Question. But he hasn't asked anything.
No, it was, when you guys with the track, and I want to put it out there again, Chris with getting Puller of the Year, very well deserved.
Thank you.
Top notch.
Very humble, guys. Thank you.
Garrett with the Rookie of the Year. I mean, hands down, dude, you've been one heck of a competitor and one, like I said, one of the most respectful, nicest young man I've ever met. And
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
And hands down, you're definitely the Rookie of the Year. I mean,
Yeah. And now that we let you get that year out of the way, now it's on like Donkey Kong now.
We're not going to take it easy on you next year.
More
How
have fun.
you're talking about how nice everybody was to you this year? Yeah, that's done. Enjoy your rookie year.
No,
but
always be there for each other.
you get a text message from Garrett during the week, say, "Hey, you guys going this weekend? You guys going this weekend?" It's a lot of fun.
It is
It's
fun.
been a great year, a lot of fun, and also too, Brad, Spike, you guys coming home with the rings this year. I'm badass.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's been a year. It's been a year.
Yep,
It has.
Very good.
that it has.
Cool.
But yeah, talk us out there, Christopher. And thank you guys for coming on tonight.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
It's a no-brainer. I'm glad you decided to come on.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
it's with John and Jason, and it's just no fun that way.
And that's very boring. We're not very good at this.
So
Thank you, Ron. Thanks for coming
All right,
on.
man. Good seeing all you guys again.
you guys stick
Hey,
around.
stay out of trouble. You know the rule. If it's good trouble, I'm in. Call me.
That was good.
All right, man. You guys
Stick
take
around
care.
a second. I'll play us out. Hold on.
All right.